it's been a while since I've addressed the Jonathan Majors situation. If you all recall, a lot earlier this year, Jonathan Majors got in trouble with his girlfriend. The full details was not out there for the public to see. But for the longest, it would have seemed that Jonathan Majors was actually innocent when in fact, he's been found guilty. And we're going to get into all the details in just a sec. But before I do that, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notifications so y'all don't miss anything so you can stay up to date with the latest MCU news, Spider-Man news, Marvel Spider-Man 2, and whatnot. Because this is really heavy stuff. I mean, this is going to change everything. And then we're going to be addressing the elephant in the room later on. That's what's going to happen with Avengers 5. It's also known as Avengers Kang Dynasty. Who's going to be replacing Kang? Because obviously, he's going to get replaced. So let's go ahead and get into the details. So Marvel fires Jonathan Majors following guilty verdict. Just a few hours after the actor was found guilty of 2 counts in his criminal trial, Marvel has officially parted ways with Jonathan Majors, ending his time as Kang the Conqueror in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If I recall correctly, Marvel decided to part ways with Jonathan Majors just only an hour after the trial. That's crazy. They're fast. They're on top of this. According to Deadline, Marvel Studios has fired the actor, with a studio rep confirming that it was not to be moving forward with Majors in any role in the MCU. The report mentions that it's currently unclear whether Marvel will move forward with the character of Kang as a whole. Majors was tapped to play the next big villain in the MCU in 2021 when he portrayed He Who Remains, a multiversal variant of Kang, in the first season of Loki. He will later appear as Kang in the year's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and then again as Victor Timely, another Kang variant in the second season of Loki. The actor was also set to portray Kang in 2026's Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, though now it's unclear that what will happen with that film moving forward. The move comes following a verdict in Majors' trial being reached on Monday. Majors was found guilty of assault in the 3rd degree while recklessly causing physical injury as well as harassment in the 2nd degree. Majors was also found not guilty as assault in the 3rd degree and with intent to cause physical injury as well as aggravated harassment in the 2nd degree. His sentencing is scheduled for February 6, 2024. Now, I don't know anything about like law or as far as like being guilty in the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd degree. But from what I know, if I'm not mistaken, being guilty in the 3rd degree of like assault is like the least serious. I saw a couple of clips, and that's of Jonathan Majors running away from his girlfriend. And I think his girlfriend was trying to pursue him, which I found really bizarre because it would make it look like he was the one that's the victim, not the girlfriend, not the other way around. But as it turns out, he did cause bodily injury and threaten his girlfriend, from my understanding. So what was Jonathan Majors really on trial for? Majors faced 3 counts of 3rd degree assault, 2nd degree aggravated harassment, 3 counts of 3rd degree attempted assault, and 2nd degree harassment. The charges stem from an incident in March in which he was arrested for assaulting a 30-year-old woman. Police say that the Major struck the victim about the face with an open hand, causing substantial pain and a laceration behind her ear. Additionally, he allegedly grabbed her hand and neck, causing bruising and substantial pain. A previous report from ABC News notes that Majors made the 911 call himself, which police responded to. The call was purportedly over concerns about his girlfriend, who he lives with in a penthouse apartment in the Chelsea neighborhood. After police arrived, the girlfriend told officers they were in a taxi together after returning from a bar and that Majors physically attacked her. Majors was then arrested after police noticed marks on the woman. Majors' criminal defense lawyer previously stated Majors is probably innocent and expected charges to be dropped. Citing witness accounts and written retractions from the victim, this was followed by a later claim that there was no video evidence of Majors' innocence. We actually never really managed to see that video, actually. That's my understanding. As it turns out, all the assaults and everything was really true, and he wasn't as innocent as we had hoped and thought to be. So I guess you can say good for Marvel Studios for firing him. Good for him to take accountability. And it's also my understanding that he's going to be sentenced February 6, 2024, and will be serving jail time for at least a little under a year for his crime. So that is pretty brutal, and I guess it's well-deserved. You lay your hands on a woman. If you're a man and you do that, you are a real scumbag, a piece of shit, and a coward if you were to lay your hands on a woman for no reason. Aside from that, like, if you need to defend yourself, I'm not giving you advice, by the way. Don't say that Ronnie of News Suicide told me, well, it's okay, to do this and that. No. The only times you could ever, like, I guess you can say defend yourself or protect yourself, from bodily harm is if someone is attacking, whether it be a man or a woman. Like if it's a woman, don't just stand there and take it and allow yourself to be killed in the process. Defend yourself, but don't be the one to go and be the abuser or be the one to be the brawler or to go after them because you're being attacked. Just defend yourself, and that's pretty much it. That's all I can say if you're going to be attacked. And that goes for everybody. Whether a man or woman attacks you, defend yourself. Don't be the aggressor. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, that's all I got for you today, guys. What are your thoughts about Majors being guilty? What are your thoughts about this verdict? I mean, honestly, everybody needs to be held accountable. I only wish that this was fair across the board. And what I mean by that is, I shouldn't have to be very clear about it, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's just so funny how someone like Majors, takes accountability for his crimes, but then people like Ezra Miller or Amber Heard or Amber Turd, they only get away scot-free of like not being wanted to be in films anymore, or not being, I guess you can say, not being hired and being blacklisted and taking some time off or taking a break or seeking therapy or doing community service. It's just so odd, right? How like, a woman who was clearly a psychotic, was like a psychopath, quote unquote, decides to quit acting, if that's what she calls it, really, when really she's been blacklisted and nobody wants to hire her because she's just a terrible actress in general. And she's a real scumbag and a piece of shit. And also Ezra Miller, also another scumbag and a real piece of shit, who's assaulted people, breaking and entering, allegedly kidnapped a child, and more. Like, the guy is off his rockers. And all he gets is to pay like a small fine and I think about a few hundred hours of community service. The guy got away with like a little slap on the wrist. But then Jonathan Majors, he faces jail time for literally about almost the same exact thing, if not a lot less worse than what Ezra Miller did, who's a part of the alphabet community. It's just so bizarre. Like, this system is completely screwed in this country. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Stick around for more types of videos like this, because I really like making videos like this, and also with like, the whole layout thing kind of makes it look like I'm streaming, but really I'm not. But I kind of figured, this is really working out for me. I really like what I've done here with this layout. So yeah, that's all I got for you tonight, guys. So enough of me rambling on. Good night. Take care. And thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the notifications so y'all don't miss anything. And definitely smash that like button. Of course, don't forget to subscribe. Smash that button as well. And I'll see you all in the next comic panel.